Hello YouTube, hello, and welcome to my um discussion of Rance 1 slash review, I guess. Nothing fancy. Just webcammed up, Show them who you're repping. Um yeah, I mean if you're interested in watching my playthrough of Rance 01, and feel free to check it out on the channel. I really enjoyed it. So I've never played the original Rance one because it's too much work to set up. Plus I've heard it hasn't aged well at all. So I just read the digest, which you can also watch on the channel, by the way. But I really enjoyed my experience. Now, is it like my favorite Rance game of all time? No, I don't. I highly doubt it's anyone's favorite Rance game of all time. Is it the best sort of like adventure type game with RPG elements in the Rance series? I don't know. The only other one I can think of is 4.1 and 4.2, which is like kind of similar. Obviously, the combat's different, but it's also kind of point and click adventure mixed with the battle thing. And obviously, this is a bit better than that. Also, banger. I love the soul theme. But no, I thought this was a pretty great experience just coming from the digest, which was like 2 years ago when I read it. It's been a while. So I remembered the major plot points, but obviously the digest skips over a lot of details. Like I really didn't remember any side characters besides like the main cast plus villain. I don't even know why I'm putting it in quotation marks. But yeah, so it was a pretty fresh experience. Story-wise, thought it was really good. I really forgot how unhinged, I guess it didn't really like come to me just reading the digest, but how unhinged Leah was before receiving the hammer of justice from Rance. Like, she was actually psychopathic. Psychopathic isn't a word. You taught me. But no, I mean, Leo was crazy, man. It was crazy. And I bet it's not really, like, meant to be a twist. It's pretty obvious what it is. But I'm sure, like, most people who played it... Actually, I don't even know. I'm sure there's, like, not a lot of gamers who played the original Rance. Unless you're, like, 50 years old. Which, no offense. I think that's actually quite based. If you're still playing Rance and stuff. But I thought the story was pretty good. Well-paced, shorter game, lots of little side things you can do. In my playthrough, I actually missed a couple of the side things. I didn't do the final dungeon. It seemed like a pain. Plus there's a couple of Rance games to go through, and I just didn't want to do the side dungeon. But I missed the Menad event, the Millie event. I didn't clear their storylines, and I think there's one more. Oh, Natai. I didn't do Natai. Which I'm not really like a huge fan of missable or like progress gated content, in like the case of where like if you progress too much in the story you just can't access that content anymore. I mean, obviously that just promotes you on the good side, it promotes like trying to explore more and fully like clearing everything, which you should do in an adventure game, but it feels really bad if you miss it. And yeah, so sadly I missed that, which sucks because Menad, I like Menad a lot, so she has a fun character. And I think like the major point that I really enjoyed in this game is just the quote-unquote new characters. Like, I've seen a handful of them in other games, though a lot of the characters I haven't seen reoccurred. But I did do a poll on whether I should do Rance 1 and 2 before doing Quest, so I'm assuming a handful of these characters might come back in Quest, so I'd be excited. But like, if like just going through the newer characters and that I enjoyed, I mean, to be fair, I think I enjoyed everyone. There wasn't really a character I didn't like. They were all like good, but the top three for sure. Um, Yulan, I actually really liked Yulan's character because that was one of the few side characters I actually remembered from the digest, and like I remember not liking her in the digest for some reason, but she was a very likable character in this, so I really liked her. Plus, I thought her design was sweet. Um, Febreze, I really liked Febreze. I know you don't really get to do a lot with her, but obviously, you know, her name being Febreze and the fact that she's obsessed with cleaning is such a like a boomer joke, but I love that shit, man. Plus, I loved her design too. She has the rare hair, man. Anytime my anime character has hair like Febreze, I instantly like their design. And third, Nami, I think. I actually really like Nami. I think out of like the more important, I mean, I don't know if you can even call her an important side character, but I mean, Yulan's more important than her. But she's more important than Febreze. I really like Nami. Her design, her attitude was really fun. Her quest line, you know, getting 30,000 for the purse slip was probably the hardest one just because it's a little tedious. But yeah, I really liked those three characters. But all of them were cool. All of them were cool. I think they did like the adventure style gameplay pretty well. Like obviously it's time gated with the days, but I'm pretty sure you can just spend any amount of days playing the game. There's no day limit like in 5D, but you do have to play around the days, and you know, it can be punishing a little bit. I think this game actually is a little harder than I thought it would be. Like I don't know how I would rate it like overall out of all the Rance games I played, but I did die quite a lot and I got punished a lot. Like there's a handful of times where I was out in the field and I didn't properly rest the character, and then I got the debuff and it's like, oh man, I just screwed over this whole day, man. So I think it was pretty hard. I had a lot of deaths. I really wish I kept track of the deaths. I don't know if this is the most times I died in a Rance game. I feel like I'd be surprised if it was, but if you watch the playthrough, I do die a lot. So I think the difficulty was pretty nice, and all the status debuffs and item management. I thought the item system was definitely like really good, because usually in Rance games you don't get a whole lot of like build variety, I guess, especially in the RPG types. Like for build variety, obviously Sengoku and Tachiko are like the super variety gameplay, right? You can do a lot with that. And then Rance 6, you have like the team builder and some item variety. 5D too. Okay, so maybe I'm underplaying it, but for like the older series, like Rance 3, Rance 4, 4.1, 4.2, like there's not a lot. I feel like just the fact that there's so many weapons and temp weapons and, you know, item management until you like get higher levels and get a higher base space. So there's a lot you can do, and a lot of builds I think you can do. This probably is an optimum build. Like I'm sure my endgame build wasn't amazing, but I really like that sense of build variety. Not just like your typical JRPG where you just get the bis, you know, bis sword, bis armor. You know, just the fact that it had multiple weapons and multiple shields. Now that doesn't translate to like amazing fights. I didn't think the combat in this game was anything spectacular. It really was more of a, you know, learn your opponent's movesets and properly play like that. Like it's more of a like a deduction sort of game in a way. And, you know, just timing your attacks right, and how hard do you want to go on one turn, or do you want to save some juice if you want to like drag out the fight a little longer. But I thought the item variety was really fun. What else? Art. I actually really like the art style. I feel like it is kind of a big departure, mainly because if you watch the Alice Mansion segment, it's a lot of like new people working on it, like a new artist, new writer. By the way, the writing was fine. I think the writing felt very Rance-like, so they did a good job at that. But The art was very interesting. I liked it a lot, but it does feel really different. Like I don't know how to describe it. It feels like, especially the CGs and stuff. It's definitely a different look on Rance. Like obviously, I think like Leah and all the recognizable characters look pretty like similar, but just the vibe. I guess it's because it's an adventure game. You use a lot of like um full sprites like that, because most Rance games you have like more of the pixelated sprites. But I really like the art direction. Best design character. There's a couple. I think Yulan looks cool. I think Syl looks great in this game. This might be the best Syl has looked in a game for me. You know, there's probably arguments. I don't like. Obviously, Syl's my favorite female character. That's why I talked about her a lot. Like, I don't like the super sheep look, though it is kind of funny calling her a pink sheep. I kind of liked how they straightened her hair out a bit. Her school uniform outfit when she was like in her espionage mode, infiltrating the academy, was so good. But yeah, I actually really like the art style. I wonder if it'll stay the same for like 2. I don't know like if they use the same team for 2 to 3. But yeah, art was great. Even the POV style they use for Rance, you don't really see Rance outside of CGs. I mean, literally. I don't know why it says you don't really. You don't see him outside of CGs, and they use like that POV like shadow thing. I thought that was cool. Like a lot of the visual choices they use are good. But what was it? Oh yeah, I was doing character designs. Yulan, Syl straight. Millie, I know it's kind of funny that we hit the Millie theme, but I thought Millie's outfit was great with the death flower. Oh yeah, and Millie is one of the characters I missed. Wait, I think I mentioned that actually. Fate Millie. It's kind of funny they have 2 characters named Millie. Obviously the more well-known Millie is not in this game, but yeah, I thought Millie's outfit looked dope. What else? We talked about difficulty, gameplay, art, music. I thought music was great. Obviously, I can't really compare it to the original because I don't remember. Though music back then was very like retro, you know, Tetris core. Maybe not maybe Tetris core is a little too harsh, but very like 8-bit style, which isn't exactly my favorite. Obviously, favorite song, Syl theme. I'm not just saying this because I'm a big Syl fan, but I actually think the Syl theme in the Rance series is probably my favorite song. I love the variations of it. I was a big Glory Days guy, but I've moved on. I moved on to being a Syl theme enjoyer. It's great. Hanny theme also goes hard. But was there even a Hanny theme in this game? I don't think so. I do not think so. I think that's about it. I don't know. I just wanted to. Basically, I enjoyed this game a lot. I guess some negatives. Do I have any negatives? It does kind of force you to grind. Like if you wanna, like even if you don't do the per slip thing for Nami, the game definitely is more grindcore than some of the other ones. Like I feel like a lot of the Rance games you can probably get away with like just playing through, you know, fighting the mobs and not like doing extra grinding. But this one I did a lot, mainly for the Nami stuff, but also just getting lost and grinding, which isn't my favorite. Obviously, it's not like Rance 6 levels of the orb grinding, man. Don't remind me of the orb grinding days / 100% map completion days. That shit was brutal. But yeah, there's a lot of grinding. Also, if you want to do Monster Girl CGs, which I actually didn't do. I did a couple. I was kind of committed, but then I got kind of demotivated after missing a zombie elf, another progress gated thing that once you kill her you can't get the CG. And also I remember like I insta killed Monster Girl with the serum, but it didn't give me the CG for some reason, so that was the last straw. But yeah, it's definitely a little grindy, and again the gameplay isn't like while the customization stuff is pretty fun, the gameplay itself is like, I can see people not liking it. It is kind of basic, like more basic than like a turn-based RPG in a ways, but where you have like different skills and stuff. Which kind of sounds weird, but it's the whole chip system. I liked it, but I can see if people don't like it. It's a little weird. Better than 5D though. better than the dice system. I'll take the chip system any day over the dice system. But yeah, that's it. That's it for my little discussion. I thought it was a fun, shorter game. I mean, it took me 25 episodes, low key, like. But again, because it's really grindy, I wonder like if you ignored the Nami stuff and knew what you were doing, aka like following a guide, it would probably cut down the time a lot. I'm just interested in seeing, you know, how long my other series were. Why is it so hard to find? I don't like the. I mean, they changed this a while ago, but getting to your channel is annoying now. They don't have it in the sidebar with studio. Okay, quit. Oh no, I forgot I put all my Rance videos in one playlist, so I can't even see. Okay, never mind. It's too much. It's too much. No, I think Sengoku took me like shorter to beat, but that's because I played it like a couple years ago before I did Rance on the channel, so I kind of knew what I was doing. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any like specific topics you want me to talk about that I skimmed over, because again, this is just a very general, casual thing, you know, feel free to leave it in the comments and I will answer it, and let me know what you think of Rance 1. Hold on, let me put the Sil theme back on just as we exit the video. Yeah. Just let me know, and you know, if you're interested in Rance content, then check the channel if you're not already subbed. We've played a lot of Rance games, you know, the digests. Rance 3 OG, not the new one. I don't even know if the new one's out or translated, I mean. Yeah, we played Rance 3, Rance 4, 4.1, 4.2, Kachiko, 5D, 6, 7, and now 1, and our next playthrough is numero dos. We're going to O2, so I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Oh, so I guess obligatory YouTube outro. If you enjoyed, like, sub, blah 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 blah. Do it if you want. Thanks for watching. Bye.